So we just wrapped up our first workout here. We're over at Cora, and Ryan and I are just going to talk about nutrition concepts that have really helped us build muscle and recover and stay lean. So I'm always curious to pick another pro fitness model's brain. What have been like the concepts that have really worked well for you over the years?
So I always, especially post-workout, that's always my biggest meal of the day. So I like to take in a meal that's high in proteins, carbs, and fats as well. A lot of my diet and training is based on boosting that testosterone. So a lot of guys will limit their carbs and their fats, but those are two of the biggest nutrients for building testosterone and boosting natural testosterone production. So I always hit that hard right after a workout and kind of help with the rebuilding the muscle tissue.
Do you have any specific go-to carb sources?
It depends. So if I'm in like in a pinch for time, I'll use like a Vitargo, like a carb powder, with some protein. But if I have the ability to sit down, have a meal like we just did, I had a nice big egg white omelet with some white potatoes, and I even ate some white bread as well. So
really,
white bread and some jam
in it, though,
on it.
Right?
Man. That's all right. I'll take it all.
Are you more of a carb-based person or protein? Is your carb split? Is your macros on carbs higher than protein?
Yeah, I keep it pretty balanced, but I don't go over the top with protein. You hear a lot of guys going 1 to 1.5 grams where it just becomes excessive. So for me, I'm usually in the 0.8 to 1 gram max per day of your body weight. So for me, currently, it's about 220 grams of protein, and then the rest of my macronutrients are split between carbs and fats. Kind of keep it balanced.
I found the same. I find I'm getting better results lean bulking with 50% carbs, 30% protein, 20% fat. It used to be the other way around. The protein was 50, the carbs were 30, and I found my workouts I just felt flat, couldn't get a good pump. And that simple switch has really helped me.
And for me, it's just about hitting your macros. So don't spend so much time focusing on different times throughout the day to eat, or I got to eat 2 to 3 hours apart, or 7 meals, or whatever it is, but more on the overall quantity of each macronutrient.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, look, I mean, everybody's got a different schedule. We all can't eat every 2 to 3 hours. I personally can't eat every 2 to 3 hours. So when I'm traveling and stuff, it's just easier for me to do 3-4 meals a day and get in my macros that way, and you get the same end-over result.
Right. Yeah, I found that too over the years, which has really, really helped. So what's one tip you got for guys that travel a lot? Because I know you're always on the road, constantly on the road. So how do you maintain your physique when you travel? Just practical things. Like I always make sure my room has a microwave, as an example.
Yeah, I mean, simple things like a refrigerator and a microwave help. A lot of times I'll use a meal delivery service and just have it shipped to the hotel or wherever I'm staying. So it just makes things really easy.
Without your planning, yeah.
I used to like pack everything in Ziploc bags and everything, but it just became completely unsustainable. So now I kind of try to not stress as much about it and just makes proper arrangements ahead of time, and usually you're covered. Don't over stress about what you're eating. Obviously you don't want to go in and eat fast food 3 times a day, but you make some small changes to your meal prep before you go, and usually it goes a long way when you travel.
You guys didn't get to see us eat our meal, but Ryan knew what he wanted before he walked in here, so he hardly even looked at the menu. So having a plan, I think that's huge. Already knowing what's on your meal plan, so you don't even need to look at the menu.
Yeah, I mean, there's some go-tos, right? When you're traveling and you don't have tons of options, or you do have tons of options, you go with those things that everybody has.
Right.
We come into a diner, we know they're going to have egg whites and potatoes.
Right.
So it was an easy kind of transition into any kind of choices that we made, just coming in here and eating that.
Thanks so much for watching this video, guys.